Well, it's August garden time. Let's check it out. Let's check out what's going on over here. You can see all the fencing I put up to prevent deer intrusion. I have 4 refrigerators there, but only 2 have soil. It's at the end of the day now. I've watered everything, but things do get a little droopy. There's that horseradish going nuts. I have to look into how I can tell when it's grown extra roots, because I want to give one of the roots away to somebody who can plant it. Tomatoes are going gangbusters. Oh my God, the plants are so huge. And I'm getting tomatoes on them. See that one right there? Oh, better yet, these here. I forget which ones these are. I'll put it down at the bottom. But they're growing very nicely, getting big. I've got some over here, which are different variety, and those are getting big. I imagine once they start ripening, it'll happen a little faster than it's happening right now. As I've mentioned before, the lack of direct sunlight has made things a little slower here. No eggplant has come up that I can see. It's a little hard to investigate now with the netting around it, but I've got a lot of flowers and I've got things that look like they're going to be eggplants, so good enough. Lantana's doing nicely. I have another lantana I put at the front of the house, but again, it never flowered. I don't think it got enough direct sunlight, so I'll move it next year. I enjoyed some great blackberries from this thornless blackberry plant here. I have one here and one in the other part of the garden. I'm noticing this cutworm situation. You can see where it's just been cut off. I did some spraying a little earlier today, but missed this. I'll come and spray with this tomorrow. It just comes along, it's some sort of caterpillar, and just cuts things off like they've been sawed. Fortunately for this spray, it has saved several plants. Good action here on the yellow squash. I've got several here. I could see them behind the leaves. I know you can't see them. And I've got another one over there. This plant, for some reason, is thriving more than that plant. Again, I don't know what the factors are that make it so, but that's why I have a couple of each. I put this yellow pear in a pot here, and it's doing fine. It's got little yellow pears coming up. They're like they're shaped like a pear. And there you can see my first ripe tomato. It's another yellow pear from a bigger plant. I've got lots of these. The yellow pears grow really, really well here on this property. Just grow really well, and they're delicious. Here are 2 more tomato plants. I'm trying to get a tomato in for you. There we go. There's one of them, again, growing but not quite ripe. And over here are some more growing but not quite ripe. Let's check it out. This is a smaller version. The table gold are growing beautifully. I'm going to be able to pull off a couple of these tomorrow when I come through. This is a winter squash. The tromboncini are using, or tromboncino, I realized I was pronouncing it wrong, are using this oak tree as a trellis. When I did the squash in this particular box, it's right on the edge of I don't want to say it's a cliff, but it's kind of cliff-like, and I'm holding onto the oak tree right now, and if I misstep, I could roll down the side of the hill here, probably 20 feet. I'll have to think that one through next time. Look at the size of that thing. It's just beautiful. Later I'm going to pull it off and make breaded squash tomorrow. I have no idea what this prolific vine is. It is growing out of the compost pile. It's got flowers. It's going gangbusters. Nothing has come up yet, so I'm just going to let it go through the motions and compost it. Here's another yellow squash. Hasn't quite done anything yet. There's a couple little tiny ones. So, you know, it's kind of discouraging with the garden sometimes because you just don't know, okay, is this growing? Is it not growing? Is it me? I have 3 different yellow squash plants. They're all in different stages of development and success, and they're all about 3 feet apart from each other. So I don't know what to tell you. don't give up hope. That said, I might be giving up hope here. I don't want to say that. I don't want to freak the plant out, but this is my acorn squash, and it has been, I don't want to say struggling, but I started the seeds in the ground and it took a long time to germinate and grow, and it's finally getting a vine here, and I don't see too much action on the squash end of it, but again, this might just be one of those late bloomers. Herb garden keeps on keeping on. This is looking a little poorly here. There's some new growth, but it's not looking too good. So I'm going to be babying it for a while. I have another back there behind the blueberry bush. Blueberry bush is slowly recovering from its scorching this spring. But I have another one, a different type of strawberry, which is doing good here. This is the strawberry that Paul gave me, my friend Paul. And again, it's looking sickly, and then I looked at it and it had been attacked by cutworms, so I sprayed it. But what this one is doing, which none of my others have done, is it's creating new strawberry families here. One there, one there, one there. So be fruitful and multiply. I'm just going to let them grow there, and I'll probably eventually transplant this to a bigger container, but in the meanwhile it seems to be okay once it recovers from that cutworm. And it's done spreading its seed. The ground cherry suddenly took off. I don't know how big the vines are supposed to get. These are kind of growing upwards, but they are getting these like little pods, and I presume that the pods eventually fill up with something. It's very soft. It's almost like a tomatilla, but it came out of the ground cherry bag of seeds because I planted them myself, but time will tell. This is a green zucchini. In spite of the fact that everybody seems to have no trouble growing green zucchini, I can't seem to grow them very successfully. We had an episode of cutworm here too. I sprayed, and I have new buds coming up, and from what I can tell by one that is growing down there, I think it's a green zucchini. Whatever squash it is, I'll be happy though. The asparagus is huge and has developed these pretty red berries. Paul was here for a while when I was out of town doing some watering for me, and he fed everything twice, and it seems to have solved the problem of the rhubarb kind of being sluggish. I guess it needs some heavy feeding right now, so I'm going to continue to do that. Time for another chamomile harvest, and I might be able to get a little bit more lemon balm out of this, some of the new growth, but I'm just not sure. I might cut it back a little bit and see what happens. Seems like the new growth always comes out better than what's already been hanging out here at the top. The fruit trees and vines are doing good. I've got a fig here and a pomegranate behind it, something called a strawberry tree here. The half-off grapevine from Home Depot that just needed some TLC. I walked around that muddy, boggy area with Paul a few weeks ago and kind of ascertained where we're going to put things. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. It's still really hot, but those will go out there soon. Well, right after I finished this video, I went inside for a bit, and a video came up on my YouTube saying, "Why are everyone's tomatoes so green this year?" Well, the explanation given was that after 85 degrees, tomatoes stop producing whatever element it is that turns them red. So because of the high temperatures, they are just staying in their static green state. I know here it's been 85 to 100 degrees almost every day since August started, maybe end of July. Now with that information on hand, I do have some covering for the tomatoes, and I am going to use it. And I'll let you know next time how that worked. Thank you so much for watching.